So, Joanna, how come you've never cooked me dinner?
Because I don't like cooking for you, and ordering in is faster.
Okay, that is true. What if technology could make it easier to cook the perfect dish?
Like if Apple made an oven or something?
Well, in fact, there's a startup from San Francisco that is filled with ex-Apple engineers that has made just that very thing, called June.
Let's bring the two co-founders up to the stage, Matt and Nikhil, who'll be demoing the June oven for the first time in public.
Welcome, guys.
Thanks so much.
Hi.
Excited to be here.
Yeah.
Why the oven? Is that really what we needed? A new oven?
You guys are really smart. Like, why an oven?
So if you look at the kitchen, nothing has changed in the last 50 years. Our kitchens look the same as they do on Mad Men. The biggest innovation was the microwave, but in reality, the microwave gives us soggy, unappealing, unappetizing food. And so we put our heads together and said, okay, if we were to start from scratch and build the ideal cooking device for ourselves, what would that be? And that led us to the June Intelligent Oven.
Well, let's see how June
get
works. Let's go in and check it out. So it looks like you guys brought two ovens with you here today, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have cookies baking in this one already, and there's nothing in this oven right now.
It actually smells really good. I don't know if you guys can smell it out there yet. But
Maybe soon.
yeah.
So what are we cooking over here?
Absolutely. So right here, we've got a nice piece of salmon, and I just want to show you how it works.
We're not having sushi.
We are not having sushi.
Okay.
So open the door, take this, and we have a core temperature thermometer to get the internal temperature.
So it's intelligent salmon.
The salmon is not intelligent. The oven's intelligent.
Ah, okay.
The salmon was once intelligent, but not anymore.
And then it thinks it's a breakfast link.
That fish.
Now it's a baked salmon. All right.
Oh.
So it recognized that it's a baked salmon.
And how many things can this recognize?
So right now we're expert in 25 food types.
And how does that happen? You
Yeah.
just put that in there and this figures
That's part
it
of
out?
the magic of June.
Yeah. So let me tell you how this works. When you look at most ovens, they're quite simple. You put in a temperature, you pick a time, you wait for it to preheat, and then you put your food in. And then you cross your fingers and check often. The June's different. June actually has built-in sensors, and it uses machine intelligence to recognize food and recommend a custom-tailored cook program for that particular food. It has a built-in camera on top, it has weight sensors in the feet, and it has temperature sensors around the cavity and one in the salmon. With this data, June is able to intelligently recognize where the food's at and create a custom cook program. So in this case, it's recommending that I see a salmon fillet, and it's recommending a baked salmon recipe. So you just tap here. If you're curious what's happening behind the scenes, you can see the exact details of the custom cook program. It shows you the temperature curve, what it expects the salmon to go through, the fan speed, the heating element power. But for most people, you just want to press play.
That's the Joanna mode.
Yeah, that's just press play, and it'll turn it off by itself, right? That's my biggest problem.
Yes, so when cooking is done, it sends you a push
I realize they've
notification.
made timers, but I don't know, you know.
Yeah, so when cooking is done, it will send you a push notification to your phone saying that your food's done.
So these are obviously recipes, but they're also algorithms. Who's figured this out?
At the June Test Kitchen, we have a research chef and a team of engineers who actually meticulously test all these recipes over 100 times for each recipe and come up with the right time temperature curves that the recipe needs to go through. And that's programmed in the June. So the June has the mind of a chef.
So you've replaced Julia with June.
You could.
Poor Food Network, I guess. How much can you actually fit in here?
You can fit, to give you an idea of space, it fits in 9 pieces of toast at the same time.
Okay. So
It's 1 cubic feet, but it's designed to do your daily cooking for a family of 3 to 4 people. So you don't have to fire up the big oven, wait 20 minutes for it to preheat. You can actually get this up going in less than 2 minutes.
So how good is this as an oven? Because there's a lot of people who spend some serious bills on a very high-end oven.
Absolutely. So we've invested a lot of R&D into making sure that we're creating the best possible convection oven. So we have carbon fiber heating elements, which are full power in 3 seconds. A typical oven takes about 2 to 3 minutes to reach full power on their heating elements. One of the things and we also have advanced insulation. One of the things you'll notice is with this salmon, we didn't actually preheat the oven. We're cooking from ambient. And we did the same thing for these cookies that we started right before the break, or during the break.
So there's no preheating time, basically.
For a lot of foods. So there are certain foods that you need a nice warm oven. But for a lot of foods, and all the 25 foods that we're expert in right now, we're actually cooking from a cool oven.
That's
without
the other
preheat.
problem I have. I start preheating, I forget, and not very good when you're in a big apartment building.
Right. So now you guys said there's 25 things. So we've got some cookies, we've got some salmon. What else are people going to be able to cook in one of these?
Yeah, so chicken, steak. With steak, we can ask you how you would like it done. So we say, how would you like your steak cooked? And you just tap medium rare. And you can actually have 2 steaks to 2 different donenesses. So you can have one that's medium rare and one that's medium. We'll send a push notification when to take out the medium rare one, and then let you know when the medium one's ready as well.
Does it learn how I like my steak?
It can. So a big part of our business is machine learning. And so right now,
Something's happening.
Looks like
cookies are ready.
That's the really. That is like a beautiful cookie done sound.
Yeah.
Let me get those.
You get those.
Oh, actually, wow.
Yeah, so one of the things you'll notice is it's cool to touch.
Yeah, it's
So
like
you could probably even put your face on here, Jeff and it,
Oh.
or Joanna. And
no, it's so cool. It's that's actually amazing. I mean, I feel a little heat coming out from here, but this whole thing is cool to the
yeah,
touch.
so we had a lot of thermal challenges when we decided we wanted to put a camera in an oven and mount a touchscreen that just floats on the glass.
Yeah.
And with that, we started geeking out on thermals, and that's why we have a safe-to-touch oven.
These cookies are very distracting, but I think they need to probably cool.
Oh, they didn't figure that out yet?
Yeah, there's no quick cooling.
Okay.
But while they do, can you tell us what role does software play in all of this?
Absolutely. So let me walk you through the mobile experience of June.
And this works with iPhone, Android.
So for Android, we're going to have a remote application. And then for iPhone, we will have the companion app, which allows you to do recipes, as well as use the app as a remote control. So on here, we're able, if you see that, we're able to use this as a remote control. So I could see what the current temperature of the salmon is. I can see the current program that's going on in there, and I can modify my push notifications. And so cooking salmon is really hard. It's hard to get the right temperature. It's hard to know how long to cook it. And so with this, as Nikhil said, we've designed this ideal cook program, and you can just forget about it and watch it on your phone.
What about preparing it, though?
Yeah, so on the preparation side, we also have live streaming video.
It
So you
speaks
can
to
get
you
a
from
live
inside
feed
the oven.
of what's going on.
That's the live feed right now of what's going on in
this
the oven?
is what's going on in the oven
That's
right
gonna
now.
get like definitely millions of views on YouTube. That's
And
thrilling.
then we have this thing, we
awesome.
jokingly call it the cookie lapse, where we can speed up your video and then share it to Instagram.
Oh.
And
actually,
so-
that is very cool.
So the recipe world is a world that we're really excited about too. So having these beautiful walk-through recipes where we coach you through every step of the way. So these are all the ingredients for the brine baked salmon recipe. And then we have these beautiful looping videos that coach you through and show you every step of the way as you're going through this recipe. Whether you're using a June, because you're being inspired for the first time to do very simple dishes, or if you really want to get advanced and do more advanced and geek out on greater dishes.
This actually looks way better than what I print out from the Food Network.
Well, let's try some cookies. The ultimate test here. How do they taste?
And we should tell everybody, you guys are going to have these outside after and cooking 100 cookies or so. So only for one person. The one person has to eat 100 cookies.
All right, here we go.
You want this one?
Yeah, I'll get this one.
Oh, no. This is going to be so good.
No pressure. This is the first live demo we've ever done, by the way.
Those are pretty good.
They're really good. Wow.
Well, we munch.
Better than Mrs. Fields.
So how much is this thing going to cost?
Yes, so
Wow.
right now we're taking pre-orders at juneoven.com. We started taking pre-orders in June. Right now it's just a $95 deposit, and then when we're shipping in late spring next year, we will charge the rest, the $1,400.
So how does that price compare to a high-end oven?
Sure, so a nice built-in oven might cost you about $5,000. When you're building out a home or remodeling a home, the most expensive room in the house is actually the kitchen.
And who's been buying these so far? Sorry to talk while chewing.
Yeah, so I mean, it's been wonderful learning from our customers and seeing what they're interested in. I think one of the funny things that we've heard from our customers is that they can't wait to use their big oven for storage. And obviously on Thanksgiving, you can't fit a large turkey in here, but for everyday use cases, we see June being the everyday use case, and we're hearing that from our customers.
Do you make milk?
We do not make milk. I think that's another startup.
Right. Thank you,
So,
guys.
Owen,
Of course.
thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you. Yeah.